So this is a quick W. I thought that you all might appreciate it just a little bit. Um, Ken Klippenstein, I don't actually know, a Chad, if there ever was one, by the way, captured these wonderful photos. So there was this Amazon News Twitter account, and they were having some discourse, okay? You don't really believe the peeing in bottles thing, do you? If that were true, nobody would work for us. The truth is, we have over 1 million incredible employees around the world who are proud of what they do and have great wages and health care from day one. There's a big difference between talk and action. Senator Sanders has been a powerful politician in Vermont for 30 years, and their minimum wage is still $11.75. Amazon's is $15, plus great health care from day one. Sanders would rather talk in Alabama than act in Vermont. So I don't know if the person who made this Twitter account knows how senators work. Senators don't control state law. They're not a governor. They're not part of the state Congress. They're a senator. Not to mention, yeah, Bernie was part of the reason they even have a $15 an hour minimum wage. And then this is extraordinary and revealing. One of the most powerful politicians in the U.S. just said she's going to break up an American company so that they can't criticize her anymore, with regards to Elizabeth Warren talking about Amazon and possibly breaking Amazon up. So this is phenomenal. You know, we have a verified Twitter account here, Amazon News. When I first saw this, I thought it was like a bit, like somebody else had faked being Amazon, but apparently no, this was actually affiliated with the company. I really like the logic behind this first one, by the way. This, if that were true, nobody would work for us. As though nobody has ever accepted degrading work conditions, ever, because they need a paycheck. Like, this is such a flatly ridiculous statement. You could think anything like, you don't really believe the Holocaust happened in Germany, do you? If that's true, why would anyone live there? Because that's bad, you know? Why would they do that? It's bad, so why would they do that? Why would they live there, you know? Like... Yeah, like, what? Conservatives make this argument all the time, too. They'll say, if racism in America exists, why do we have immigrants? Like, okay, yeah. Again, conservatism destroys the brain. Very, very unfortunate. But yeah, anyway, so we have this. We're denying the piss bottles thing. And then it so turns out that there was a leaked memo that was traveling around internally within Amazon. Hello. This evening, an associate discovered human feces in an Amazon bag that was returned to station by a driver. This is the third occasion in the last 2 months when bags have been returned to station with poop inside. We understand DAs may have emergencies while on road, especially during COVID. DAs have struggled to find bathrooms while delivering. Regardless, DAs cannot and must not return bags to station with poop inside. Mind you, they're not saying you can't poop in the bag. They're saying you can't return those bags to station with poop inside. Who knows how many poop bags there were that did not make their way back to station. We've noticed an uptick recently in all kinds of unsanitary garbage being left inside bags, used masks, gloves, bottles of urine. By scanning the QR code in the bag, we can easily identify the DA who was in possession of the last bag. These behaviors are unacceptable and will result in Tier 1 infractions going forward. So their solution to the people are peeing in bottles thing is to just, like, fine them when they do that. Please, not fine, but punish them. Please communicate this message to your drivers. I know it may seem obvious or like something you shouldn't need to coach, but please be explicit when communicating the message. They cannot poop or leave bottles of urine inside bags. The health and safety of all DAs and Amazon associates will always be our top priority. Thanks for your support, On-Road Area Manager Jen Snyder, DPP1, Amazon Logistics. So, they're claiming, hey, you don't really believe the peeing in bottles thing, do you? But, nope. There was an internal document, which make it pretty clear that, yeah, they knew, they're aware. Amazon apologized for snarky tweet and acknowledged its delivery drivers do pee in bottles. This shit is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Okay? I love it when corporations make mistakes like this. Okay? It's spectacular. Because it sure does lead to some quality investigative journalism on our side of things. But in an apology posted to the Amazon news site, Amazon acknowledged their tweet was incorrect. This was an own goal. We're unhappy about it, and we owe an apology to Representative Pecan. The Amazon said that was the person initially responded to. Amazon said the tweet did not contemplate our large driver population and instead wrongly focused only on our fulfillment centers. What? Dude, when you talked about the piss bottles thing, we thought you only meant that it happened on Tuesday and in one particular warehouse and only when raining. Because that's never happened, you know. Adding that their fulfillment centers have dozens of bathrooms and employees are free to use them anytime. Thank you. It also said drivers have trouble finding restrooms due to traffic and being on rural routes, and the issue has been exacerbated through closed public bathrooms during the pandemic. Now, I'm pretty sure there have been plenty of stories to come out of Amazon saying that people also pee in bottles in these fulfillment centers because they're subjected to brutal quotas. And that one of the only ways they can meet those quotas, because they're running around these big warehouses, you know, and these warehouses can be like airplane hangar sized. And so you have a quota. You can either run 10 minutes to the other side of the building and then 10 minutes back. That's a huge loss from your total like productivity for that day. Or you can pee in a bottle or wear a diaper. Or you can do the Chad move and just piss directly into your pants. Use a poop sock. You know, a lot of things you can do. Anyway, yeah. Spectacular stuff, seriously. The best part is this is all happening right during the time the Amazon union election as well, which probably does a lot to galvanize people's desire to form a union. Do we have any more information on that, by the way, for the unionization? Because it's been a while. I've been playing Isaac, okay? What are we at? If workers vote to unionize. If workers vote to unionize. And this is from today. The vote, the counting of which began on March 30th, is being closely watched. Wait, it's one warehouse. How can it take a week to count the votes? There are only so many people who work there. Why the Amazon union vote is taking so long? Yeah, come on. Amazon workers around the world are anxiously waiting the results of high-stakes union election, one of the company's warehouses in Bessemer, Alabama. It's super important that this passes. Unironically, I know this sounds like an exaggeration, but this could end up being one of the most pivotal votes deciding the future of worker rights in this country. Because the future of workers in this country are people struggling against megacorps that are so powerful that it's virtually impossible to meaningfully challenge corporate power. Amazon is a megacorp. They go beyond a regular company, okay? They're not just a big business. It's fucking Amazon, all right? But this could be the beginning of a turnaround. Domino's beginning to topple. We'll see how it goes. Makes me wonder how much Amazon is investing. I mean, it used to be, back in the day, corporations would literally pay people to murder union organizers. We're only about a century off from that being common and accepted practice. We know what the Pinkertons were up to. These people, yeah, they would strike out. They would fight. They bombed striking miners. Yeah, it's full on battlefield. You know, they'll offer money. They'll try to like get investigators in to bribe people into not voting yes. They'll do anything. The desperation that corporations will exhibit to prevent their workers from unionizing makes it very obvious how essential it is that they unionize. Look up Pinkerton. Well, I know what the Pinkertons did. Well, actually, I don't know everything the Pinkertons did. The Pinkertons had a long and extensive history of making life worse for people, you know? Private security guard detective agency, did work during the Civil War, private military contact work, security guarding, private law enforcement It was the largest private law enforcement organization in the world during the height of its power. Businessmen hired Pinkerton to infiltrate unions, supply guards, keep strikers and suspected unionists out of factories, and recruit goon squads to intimidate workers. Goon squad! That is a technical term? Fuck yes. Associated with pro-union violence or anti-union violence. Hey, Pinkertons, we're setting aside 2K, okay? We need you to call in the fucking goon squad, all right? Yeah. The ensuing battle between Pinkerton agents and striking workers led to the death of 3 Pinkerton agents and 9 steelworkers. People fought and died for this shit. They're used as guards in lumber, coal, and iron disputes. Yeah, they did a lot of wacky stuff. And, yeah, you can see a prescient pop culture reference to the Pinkertons in the opening of BioShock Infinite too, because Booker DeWitt used to work with them. Is there an in popular media section? Appearance in popular media, video games. Hey, first one up! Booker DeWitt is an ex-Pinkerton, former member of Dragoon Squads, used by the agency to suppress strikes.